Well, by this point, it's become pretty clear that the folks over at the General Services Administration, or GSA for short, well, how do I put this? They like to party. First, it was the $823,000 Vegas bash, our money, their party, complete with a mind reader, music videos, even a talent show. Then came news of a one-week business trip for the GSA, paid for by you and me, to Hawaii. A week. Not bad. The actual, quote, work to be done, a one-hour-long ribbon-cutting ceremony. Apparently, they just needed to arrive early and stay late to deal with the jet lag. Our next guest has even more news to break. Apparently, this federal agency, which is responsible for supervising the government's efficiency, need we know any more, was justifying fancy dinners, calling them award ceremonies. The top prize for these award ceremonies, the Jackass Award. Appropriately enough, Jonathan Strong from Roll Call joins us now. If it wasn't so horrendous, it would be funny. If it wasn't so funny, it would be horrendous. These people supervise the efficiency of a government that we know is widely dysfunctional for 8 gajillion billion reasons. What, my friend, is the explanation for this?
Yeah, I mean, there's not really a defense here, but here's what happened. Apparently, you know, there's quite a few rules and regulations that are designed to keep you from holding a lavish conference in Las Vegas for almost $1 million. And one of these rules is, you know, that if you hold an award ceremony, you're allowed to pay for dinner for the employees. So seeing this opportunity, GSA officials then began inventing awards, like superfluous awards that were just for that occasion so that they could hold a fancy dinner. And it became a running joke, and so they took it a step further and actually gave an employee the Jackass Award as the excuse for one of these dinners.
I just want to read everybody a transcript so that they don't think that we're making this up because we're trying to make things up. This is an actual transcript. The Inspector General interviewing a GSA employee saying, "The Jackass Award got everybody food?" The GSA employee said, "Oh, yeah." The Inspector General asked, "Just because it was an award?" The GSA employee said, "I mean, there's a bunch of them. There are a bunch of goofy awards." So what you're saying is that if they gave somebody an award, everybody got dinner for free on the taxpayer. It's a good time? Is that what we're saying?
Right, and one of the things we're learning is that this kind of culture of corruption at GSA goes deeper than just this one conference. One of the things the employee mentions is that this had happened at past conferences over and over again. This was kind of a common occurrence for them to use this loophole.
Whether we look at any, we can look at any issue, we can look at any of these types of things. It would seem that the greatest antidote to any of the culture of corruption that pervades over all of our policy making in pretty much every category is transparency. How did you get this information? Congratulations on bringing it to light, and it would seem that for all of us the first step is to reveal the pervasiveness and bipartisan nature of this culture in every corner, such that we can truly get the most transparent administration ever, as opposed to just get it as a brand name, you know?
Right. Well, the Office of Inspector General, you know, each agency, almost every agency has one, spent almost a year investigating this conference. He has since provided all of the transcripts of his interviews and other documents associated with the investigation to several offices up on Capitol Hill that are working on their own investigations. So a lot of these details are going to come to light even beyond just the conference that we learned about in that April 2nd report. There are 4 congressional hearings scheduled for next week to grill current and former GSA officials on this conference and some of the other details. And I understand that there's quite a bit more to come out about the culture of corruption at GSA.
Well, congrats on the work that you've done to reveal a dipstick of that culture of corruption, and we will all look for, obviously, more information and hope that the light of day is the first step towards diminishing this culture. Jonathan Strong out of Roll Call, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan. It's a Friday, of course.